mama weka debe akaranga na miogo mibichi mama we nishauri pameonda naja kupiga kiki mama we nidondoshe na bata na pweza wake mjuzi mama we tupate toto furani we pitika jitiki mama we mama ni juu mama wachie walofana
Well, this is Monday Football and we're in Thika. Thika Municipal Stadium is a place to be today. This is Thika United, one of the teams in the Kenyan Premier League. They've been doing very well in the couple of seasons, but this season things have not been going very well. They're flirting with the relegation. They're surviving from relegation. A couple of very good results they've had there, beating some of the top teams in the Kenyan Premier League. And now it's survival for the fittest. This is Thika Municipal Stadium and this is Monday Football. We get the show on the road and we start off with Bernard Ndong with the captain of Thika United, Dennis Odhiambo. Over to you, Bernard Ndong.
But of course, that is Michael Kinyi. Thank you very much. You can see that he's dressed the part. He was doing some dribbling there. I believe I'm not dressed the part, but nonetheless, it's an honor and a privilege to be here at the Thika Stadium, the home of Thika United. And I'm joined by the captain of Thika United, Dennis Odhiambo. Just to get a few insights as far as the team is concerned. Dennis, a difficult season for the team, 13th. What do you think went wrong before the start of the season?
No, I think we started the season well, but we reached at some point, we dropped points because we were targeting at least top 8, but now we find ourselves out of top 8, which is not good. So I think we still have a lot of work to do to catch up with others, at least to reach our target of top 8.
Thank you very much. Of course, that is Dennis Odhiambo, the captain of Thika United. We'll be interacting with him later on in the show. Just tell us more as far as the preparations for the season, what went wrong and what they're planning to do to ensure that they actually say that your team wants to be in the top 8. Let's see whether or not that will pan out. And of course, we're also joined by my colleague Wahiga Mwaura, who is on the other end of the Thika Stadium. Wahiga?
Thank you so much, Ndong. Of course, and we're here at the DJ Corner. We're at Thika Stadium in Thika Town. And you know, wherever we go, we like to get a DJ from that region just to help us get some nice music going. We're here with DJ Briggy. He calls himself the Spin Doctor, as you can see on his shirt here. For those who are watching us who are a bit older than to understand the concept of Spin Doctor, what does that mean, DJ Briggy?
Actually, Spin Doctor means like I'm the best of the best. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm the teacher of the spinning.
Well, no humility there, but I guess it's what you need to make it in the game here. And we'll be talking with him a bit later and find out where he's come from, what he's up to right now. And tell us a bit about which football team he supports, because, of course, this is a football show. Before we get into much, let's take a look at what has been happening over the weekend and over the last 1 week as well. We start with Harambee Starlets. They are fresh from their second place finish at the Sekafa Senior Challenge Cup in Uganda. Now the Starlets have lined up friendlies as a build-up to their debut at the Africa Women's Nations Cup in Cameroon later this year. The Football Kenya Federation made the announcement during the team's arrival last week and revealed that preparations are underway to host Morocco, and AFCON hosts Cameroon as well in Nairobi.
Shot number 8, Tumai Abdallah. Shot number 3, Wema Richard. In Sebastian Nkoma. 18, Akinyi.
Well, we continue with the highlights of the weekend right here on Monday Football. Of course, the hashtag is Monday Football, and you can also talk to us on 22422 as well. Meanwhile, Gor Mahia, they drew 0-0 with Sofapaka slowing down Kogalo's pursuit of log leaders Tusker as both sides shared the spoils in a Kenyan Premier League clash at the Nyayo National Stadium.
Heads it into the area. Doesn't get this one, and he had Medikakere all in the free space as well. He's deciding to try and go in. There's only one more man remaining in defense for the Gor Mahia side. Jodo Odhiambo is a little bit too far off to get onto this ball. Goes off the field of play. It's going to be a throw-in. We're playing 1 minute of at a time. Most of Odhiambo rather controlling it, but not getting his foot onto it. Maelo doesn't execute.
AFC Leopards' misery continued over the weekend as they lost to Western Stima by a goal. Now, this was their second successive defeat in the Kenyan Premier League.
Slowly bounce with it. No gyal a yell again, but man a did it. Back in the latest style, man a sell it. Stepping at the place, everybody has to feel it. They show me
Although there will be a celebration on that side, the shot having come from Wesley Onguso. But surely, it wasn't one to really beat the goalkeeper. They will obviously celebrate it because they've gotten it very easily. But they say a goal is a goal. And for Mr. Ndeche, what will be his explanation as Kemboi opens up the scoring here?
Yeah,
Just doesn't look like a hard shot, but look at what Ndeche does to it. Spills it in front of strikers here.
Yeah, Paul, the goalkeeper. But how about this for an incisive build-up? Gets on Anguso. He takes a shot. They say if you take a shot, you get your chances. But Kemboi, right place, right time. That's exactly where you want your number 9 to be. Ndeche will be really embarrassed by this. Thought he had it. Was in 2 minutes to catch a punch. Doesn't do it. But Kemboi will gladly take that.
Let's party hard with DJ Briggy.
Now, Kayole Asubuhi were crowned the champions of the 2016 Super 8 League after Tobias Olum scored a brace in the second half of their match against Kiamaiko City to clinch a 2-0 victory at the driving grounds over the weekend. Kayole Asubuhi, of course, walked with the 1 million Kenya shillings cash reward with Jericho and defending champions Technical University of Kenya, finishing second and third respectively to walk away with 500,000 Kenya shillings and 250,000 Kenya shillings. Now, Jericho thrashed relegated Babadogo United 3-1 at the Camp Toyoyo grounds to finish with 62 points, while the title defense for the Technical University of Kenya, better known as TUK, wasn't as successful after they suffered a 2-1 loss to Metro Sports in a match that was played at the Baba Dogo Sports Grounds.
everybody has to feel it. They show me a feel it. Run it so me kill it every hour, every minute. Fresh new dance out the road, we a sell it. Brand new style in the street, me a kill it. Everybody dance and do the shoulder back, shoulder back. Everybody do the shoulder back, shoulder back. Brand new style, we call it shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back. All walk and do the shoulder back, shoulder back. Everybody dance and do the shoulder back, shoulder back. A new style, we call it shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back, shoulder back. Asante nikokuja, thanks for coming.
Just remind you, we are at the Thika Stadium, the home grounds of Thika United, and in just a moment, Michael King, of course, will be interacting with the head coach, James Nando, just to get his insights and his perspectives as far as this season is concerned. The team is currently 13 with 25 points. It will be interesting to find out what solutions he has for the team for the rest of the season. Mike?
Well, Thika Municipal Stadium is where we are. We are with Thika United, one of the teams, one of my favorites actually in the Kenyan Premier League. They've been there and they've got a very good sponsorship since 2004. Brookside has been with them. It means there's something right they are doing. Somewhere at the beginning of the season, they were not doing so well and they had to bring in an experienced coach. And that's the man who joins me now, James Nandwa. Nash, it's not been a very easy ride, roller coaster all the way. What has been your experience so far?
I think I've been in this league for a long time, but this time I think this league is very competitive, and I hope that if we go like this, we coaches will have so many challenges. It's a tough league. You cannot, even at home, we are losing even at home. So I think it's the toughest league. We are not performing well, but I'm happy because when I came in, we have not even won any match, but now we have won about 4 matches, done about 5 matches. We are okay, we have 25 points. So we are going forward to, we are playing next week with the relegation candidates, City Stars. We are hoping that we can perform well so that we can remain in the league.
A couple of good results you've had there.
Yeah.
I can pick out Tusker.
Yeah.
You lost to Gor Mahia, but barely. You were winning that game.
Yeah.
What worked in those 2 games that has not been working so much in other games?
And I would say that so far I've been having some problems with the boys because we played against Bandari. We picked 2 yellow cards, and we were leading, and then we draw. Okay. I would say that when we were playing against Tusker, we trained well, and I would say that these boys, they are good. We have a good team, but some of them, they came from school. You must take that opportunity to tell them this is a league, we need to fight as a team. We need to know that we are in bad position.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that is the problem we have. But gradually, I would say that I have a good team. I have good players. You cannot imagine, especially when we are playing away, you cannot imagine. We are playing very well. But when we are playing at home, sometimes you have small pressure here and there. We concede very quickly and then starting to come back to the game and you are at home. I think that is the pressure we have when we are playing at home.
Does it then depend on the quality of opposition that you have? Do the boys step up when they look at a team that is maybe has a big name, or maybe do they judge the team, the opposition, then they know what to do in the game?
I think so, because when we were playing against Tusker, even me, I was surprised because we played very well. Mathare the same. Even went in Chemelil, we won there.
Yes.
It was very good. I think sometimes when they see the good team, it's a good team, sometimes they change that attitude and we play well and we win. I think that is the problem sometimes I have with the boys.
Some coaches have complained that there are teams that don't play to win. They look at the way you start playing and they know here we are in danger of losing the game. So they lock down the game. I don't know if you've had such problems, and how does it affect your game plan in any game?
That's why you see, okay, to me, I want to enjoy the game because I have good players. Even yesterday, we played open game. That's why we conceded very early, because it's open game. I want everybody to enjoy the match. Some coaches, we have that problem of defending, thinking that you'll get that opportunity. But it's good as a coach to know your team when you are attacking and when you are defending. That's why all the time I tell them, please, let us play football. Even when we have scored, you'll see us attacking all the time. And that is good even for me and even for the players. They can learn each and every day.
You've been branded the savior in so many situations. When AFC Leopards were really struggling, they were down, they turned to James Nando, please come and save us. The national team at one point, when they were really struggling, they didn't have anybody to lift them up. James Nando was called upon. Thika United is the same thing. What magic touch do you bring into your teams that actually enables you to succeed in all these situations, especially under pressure?
First of all, as a coach, you must understand the situation, experience as a player, experience as a coach, because I've coached so many clubs. At the same time, go there and work with the players you have. Because sometimes you can go in the team and you want to change so many things. Go there, see the players, know they can play 4-4-2, 4-3-3, balance everything, give them morale, give them motivation, tell them you can do it, because sometimes you can have good players, but they don't have that morale. They have that. Sometimes when I tell them, I've passed through that situation as a player and as a coach. So it makes me learn so fast, see the players, give them that opportunity and working hard with them and motivating them, telling them you can do it. I think that is the key, everything for me as a coach.
We've got reports that Ray, one of your very good strikers, young boy who's really promising, he's not with the team anymore for the remainder of the season. Is that true? What are the reasons behind it?
First of all, I would say that Ray is a good player, and he wanted to go outside. He went for a school in London, and I'm happy for him. And even he told me someone went to the net saying that James, he was not giving me a chance of playing. But that is normal in football. But now he's okay. He's in London. He went there to learn, and I'm praying for him. When Chibweze came in, I signed about 3 players in the second leg. They came in and they started scoring. And winning team, you cannot change so much. At the time, even him, he was going to look for that visa and everything. But it's normal sometimes. You cannot please everyone. In this world, as a coach, you cannot 100%. I have about 29 players.
You can only field 11 at 1 point.
Some of the players will complain.
Well, we'll get back to speak to James Nando about team tactics and what kind of players does he have. Chibweze, for example, came in 2 first games, goals for Thika United, amazing player. All that will come back when we speak to James Nando again. But now, Wahiga Mora is on the other side of the pitch. What do you have for us, Wahiga?
Well, Welcome, of course, to Monday Football as we carry on with the show. Today we are at Thika United at the Thika Stadium. And right now, Mike Okinyi was just having a chat with their head coach there, James Nando, talking about some of the results that you've seen and where the club finds itself right now. 13th position, not the best, but they can still get out of there, depending on their strategies moving forward. And that was some of the discussion that was going on. But now I want to take us down history lane or memory lane, depending on which way you want to look at it, and look at where this club has come from when it started way back in 1999. And to help me go through that, I'm joined by Joseph Ruto. Right now he's the goalkeeper trainer, but he joined the team in 2001, stayed with the team until they reached Premier League status, left, but now he's back again and he'll take us through that. Mambo vipi Joseph?
Safi kabisa mzee.
Tuelezea kidogo kwa ufupi historia ya hii team. Team ilianza wapi na jina ilikuwa Thika United ama ilikuwa jina ingine?
Jina mimi nikija kwa hii team 2001 ilikuwa inaitwa Thika United Beirut.
Kwa nini Beirut?
Beirut nafikia ni jina ya mtaa, ni jina ya mtaa. Alafu unajua majina ya mtaa watu wanakwenda na zile majina za kuogopesha zile. So watu wakija hapa wanaonekana ni vita hapa, ni Beirut unajua. Sasa wanajua mzee kutoa point hapa ni ngumu. Wakisikia jina timu inaitwa jina kama ile, inakuwa ni shida sana kutoa point hapa.
Okay, intention ilikuwa poa, but kweli matimu walikuwa naanguka wakifika hapa. Ilisaidia kuwa na hiyo jina Beirut.
Sana. Juu nafikiria kuna wakati tulikaa ligi miaka 2, tulikuwa tunakaa tukipanda tu. Kutoka provincial tukaingia nationwide au tukaingia Premier League. Kuna mwaka tumekaa mara 2 kwa ligi moja.
Tofauti ya ile team ilikuwa 2001 wakati ulijoin na hii team ya leo ni gani? What differences can you say unaona?
Ile tunaweza sema saa hii, unajua sasa hivi kwa modern football. Siku zile bana mazoezi ilikuja mkimbia mpige 11 aside, lakini sasa unaona siku hizi kuna small side vitu kama hizo hazikuwa wakati ule. Ni tuende tukapande mlima jamaa tuko fit tunaingia ground.
Lakini siku hizi of course kuna modern ways of training. Wacha nikuuliza maswali kadhaa ndio watu wajue hii team kwa kweli. Ni wakati gani team imeperform the best mpaka wewe umefurahia sana over the last 15 years?
Mimi naweza sema ile game mimi nilikuwa ile nikichezea hii timu. Nafikiri ile game anje tucheza hapa ikatubidi tupande Premier League. Tukacheza na Pipeline hapa. So hiyo ndio game ilikuwa ya mweka tunapanda ama tunabaki hapo. Tuliwafunga hapa. Hiyo timu wakati ule ilikuwa na coach Robert Matano Pipeline hiyo. So na sisi tulikuwa na Yusuf Chipo hapa. Hiyo game tuliwafunga 2-0 hapa ndio tukapanda ligi tuingia Premier League.
Na ni wakati gani nyinyi mliangusha mafans kama Thika United? Wakati ulisema hii Thika mazee haiendi vile inafaa kuenda.
Nafikiri kuna game tulicheza hapa na Agrochemical hapa. Sijui mwaka gani hiyo. Hatukucheza vizuri kabisa. Juu nakumbuka tulishindwa 2-1 hapa na mafans walitoka wakipiga kelele sana huku, lakini tukaambia next game tutarekebisha vitu.
Ukiona mbele siku za usoni, wewe unafikiria nini kuhusu hii team? Future hii team iko vipi?
Naweza sema future hii timu kulingana vile wachezaji wamekuwa na wachezaji wengi wametoka tu wakienda nje kutoka hii timu. Hata ukiangalia sana hizo timu nyingi za Premier League, lazima ziwe na mchezaji mmoja au wawili wametoka hii timu. Na wenyewe pia wameenda nje. Nafikiri future iko bright sana kwa hii timu hii. Kitu ya kwanza tunadili na vijana wadogo ndio wako hapo wengi Tuko na future stars hapa. So nafikiri kuna mbele itakuwa kwa vizuri tu.
Nashukuru sana goalkeeper coach, goalkeeper trainer zote mbili. Asante sana, tumeshukuru. Just taking us down history lane and giving us an idea of where this team has come from. When they were called Thika United Beirut, this was supposed to be a war zone. That was the whole idea between picking that name. And they say it works. It helped them get up in the league. And let's see what they can do now to get from the position where they are in, where they definitely need some of that. They need some of that action that they had back then just to get them to a safety point, because they're currently 13 on the Premier League standings. Well, Manan Dong, I think, is at that. Right, he's there at the DJ corner. Dong, over to you.
Thank you very much, Maiga. That is, of course, Joseph Ruto, one of the veteran players here at Thika United. He was a player previously, and now he's back with the team in a different capacity, of course, supporting the technical bench. Now it's time for us to have our halftime. You know, in sports, you know, in football, there's normally the halftime, and it's time for a halftime. Take a short break. In the second half of the show, if you're a Manchester United fan, Manchester City fan, Liverpool fan, Arsenal fan, of course, it's going to be an amazing second half of the show. But if you're a Chelsea fan, you're allowed to look away after the break. But for now, we take a breath. I will be back with more.
Let's party hard with DJ Briggy.
Welcome back to Monday Football. Of course, we are here at the Thika Stadium, focusing on Thika United, and as we like to say, the show must continue. Shortly, I'll be telling you what was happening in the English Premier League and La Liga as well over the weekend. But before that, remember, we value your feedback. Keep talking to us on all our social media platforms using the hashtag MondayFootball. You can also SMS us on 22422, and shortly we'll be going through some of those tweets. But for now, Arsenal, they produced a ruthless first-half display to dismantle Chelsea 3-0 and secure a fourth successive Premier League win as the Blues struggles to find their rhythm.
Cahill caught in possession. Big moment this for Alexis Sanchez. Beautifully taken. And Cahill holds his head in his hands.
Another. Iwobi.
Bellerin. It's two. It's Wilcox. Sanchez up in front of him. Sanchez peeling off. Ozil wants it back. Mesut Ozil. It's three.
Well, it was also a good weekend for Manchester United. They bagged maximum points at Old Trafford, battling Leicester 4-1 as record signing Paul Pogba finally got his name on the score sheet with United's colours. The match's biggest talking point as well was the fact that Jose Mourinho dropped Wayne Rooney from his starting lineup.
Beauty! That is a super goal. Quickly taken on by Mata, in by Rashford, they're running away! In again by Big Pogba! And Manchester United whirlwind! Murray Gray, brilliant goal. Wow, that suits into the top corner. Bang goes Manchester United's clean sheet.
Liverpool earned their third successive Premier League victory with a clinical 5-1 demolition of Hull City.
Coutinho, Lallana, Liverpool in front. 2-0 Liverpool. Holding off Myler and picking out Lallana. Lovely turn by Lallana. Mane. What a wonderful finish. Hull's first corner kick, taken by Snodgrass. They pulled the goal back. Sweet finish by David Myler. Goal back. Coutinho. Oh, that's brilliant. Fantastic for Baby Coutinho.
He just got in his locker. The question is, why the anger from Robertson?
Can he outsmart Marshall again? It's Milner. Same result. A second penalty for James Milner.
Well, one team that seemingly has laid down the marker as far as the English Premier League season is concerned is Manchester City, as they hammered Swansea 3-1 to maintain their 100% record of the season, and ideally this match was played at the Liberty Stadium. Here are the highlights of that victory by the blue side of Manchester.
Well, they're unable to deal with it. Sigurdsson this time finds Llorente, who's drilled it home despite protestations from the City defence. The goal stands. It's one apiece. Wow, it's Aguero from the spot. Oh, and You can't keep a good man down, and he's very good, as that penalty demonstrates. Brian, and just the one player back, it's Carl Norton. Has Sterling got a pass to pick, or does he go on his own here? Takes it on, is there a finish? Yes, there is! Sterling makes it a 2-goal lead for City.
From England, we cross over to Spain, where Lionel Messi's absence did not impact negatively on Barcelona's performance as the Catalan Giants obliterated Sporting Gijón 5-0 in a Spanish La Liga match, as Luis Suarez, Rafinha, Neymar and Arda Turan struck home these goals. They were held for the second La Liga game in a row, as Las Palmas twice came from behind to claim a 2-2 draw in Gran Canaria. Now Marco Asensio gave Real a 33rd minute lead, but Tana quickly cancelled it. Substitute Karim Benzema fired in a rebound to restore Real's lead in the 67th minute, but Sergio Araujo equalized, spoiling Real Madrid's party.
Let's party hard with DJ Briggy.
Well, that's all the time we had today to look at football highlights. But now we want to talk about football development in Kenya, and specifically in this county. And to talk more about this, Mike Okinyi is joined by the sports minister from this county, Machel Waikenda, to talk through the issues of the county, this particular stadium, some construction going on here. What does that mean? How long will that take to complete? And what are the plans in place? Mike Okinyi, over to you.
Well, in every place that we go to, we try and find out who are the owners of the stadium, what are they doing to improve the facility, and what kind of teams benefit, or what kind of community benefits from that stadium. So we are lucky that today we've been joined by the CEC in Youth and Sports, Waikenda. Have I said it correctly?
Yes, you have Machel Waikenda.
Yes.
CEC Youth and Sports in Kiambu.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Na karibuni Kiambu kwanza. Mimi ndio nafaa kuwakaribisha.
Tunashukuru sana.
Kabisa.
Tumeambiwa hapa we are in the heart of Pork City.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Now, a couple of things I've seen. The last time I was in this stadium was a few months ago. And that stand was not being made. There's something that is happening on the far right-hand side of the main stand. There is some construction going on there. What informed this decision? And is this just part of what will be going on all round, or this is just the only section that you're doing?
Thank you first and foremost. We want to renovate this entire stadium, and the last year we've been doing it piecemeal. So if you look at the corner there, you'll find the basketball stadium is actually complete. We have been renovating it.
Yes.
Then we came and tried to see what we can do with here, because initially there are a lot of termite hills over across here. Then this is part of the extension that we want to have the sitting stadium.
Yes.
Because we are moving away from the this stone structure. We want to have now steel structure sitting area. Once we're done with this, we want to come back to this other side of the stadium and go all the way around the stadium.
Okay.
So this was actually phase one of renovation of Thika Stadium. But once we're done with this, we're going now around the stadium.
What capacity are you looking at when you want to now make sure that you've got a lot of sitting space? What capacity are you looking at to make Thika Stadium?
Our goal is 30,000. That's where we're projecting by the time we're done with phase two. And we're hoping that before the end of this financial year, we'll be done with that goal, meaning that by June of next year.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be done.
June of next year, you should be done with that. But now, let's come to the playing surface, because this has been a problem, perennial problem. It has been a problem for Thika United all through. They've complained over and over again. But For the first time, I'm seeing that it's just about all green. What magic has been done here, and what are the plans for it?
Not magic, number one. Part of the renovation that we have been doing here. If you look across there, you'll find the 4 water tanks all the way that have been raised.
Yes.
That was part of the renovation that was done. We've tapped into Tewasko water.
Yes.
And as part of phase 2, we'll be drilling a borehole there as well. We have sprinklers. If you see every corner here,
yes,
they are the access points for the waters.
Yes.
Now the entire stadium has sprinklers. It's actually usually much greener than this.
Yes.
It's just because we're still in construction right now.
Yes.
There are many teams that use this stadium. We didn't want them to be inconvenienced by closing the stadium away from them. Because you'll find Thika United, you'll find Bidco.
Yes.
We have our own county team, by the way, called the Kiambu County All-Stars team. That's in the Division 2 league.
Yes.
And then also have a women's team as well, called the Kiambu County Starlets.
Yes.
That's in the Division 1 league right now.
Yes.
So all of them use this stadium, including all the local teams from across Thika and Juja and Roiro. So we wanted to ensure that they can be able to use it, but at the same time, we continue with the renovation that you currently see going on. So this is still a work in progress. Once we're done, it's actually much better than this. We had the Kikoska,
yes,
which was the inter-county sports tournament.
Yes.
This field was amazing, and it was beautiful, and it was green. Yeah. So we're actually taking, this is actually on a bad day.
We've come on a day that it has taken some beating, eh?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
But we're still taking care of it very well. Yeah.
In terms of the county government, is this the only stadium that you're looking at, or there are other sub-stadiums? Because as you've mentioned, you've got a lot of teams that have got needs for a stadium. And if they're using this as their main stadium, using it for training as well, of course the pitch will not survive. It will take some beating, as you said. So are there any facilities that you're also looking at renovating to ease off the pressure of the stadium?
Well stated, actually. Good question. Yes, we are. Right now, we're currently renovating Roiro Stadium.
Yes.
If you go to Roiro, you'll find a lot of work going there. We've actually closed Roiro Stadium. If you go to Limuru Stadium,
yes,
we're also renovating Limuru Stadium as we speak right now.
The stadium that Bata Bullets used to use?
Not the one for
Not
Bata.
that one for Bata.
There's one actually that has been neglected over very many years, in the middle of the town actually.
Wow.
That was a public one. And no one had even realized that it was a public field. We went there, we took it up, we cut all the shrubs that were there, and right now they've finished all the leveling. And now they're just going to plant the grass, and then I'll start building the stands. Additionally, we're doing Kirigiti Stadium.
Yes.
Kirigiti, we planned, the governor's goal is to do an AstroTurf in Kirigiti, because we're building a talent academy in Kirigiti as well.
Yes.
So we want that to be AstroTurf. Then once we're done with AstroTurf there, we'll come back and see if we'll make this AstroTurf, because we want to make a tartan track for athletics around here.
So this one will take care of football as well as athletics.
That's our goal.
I'm seeing basketball as well is behind there.
Correct, and we'll have volleyball on the other side there as well. So we want this to be a multi-purpose area, because a lot of the youth from Thika use this for multiple sports.
Yes.
But when you go to Roiro, you'll find it to be mainly football. When you go to Limuru, we want to make it into a high-altitude training center for athletics. So you'll find a lot of athletics work going on in Limuru Stadium. But of course now Kirigiti will be strictly soccer, because now we'll have the tartan track, the AstroTurf field in there as well.
So in totality, as we finish, the county government looks at having how many stadiums, and how many of them do you want to earmark to international standards, whereby if we've got like Chan 2018 that is coming to Kenya, they would say let's look at one of the Kiambu County stadiums to be either a training facility or a main stadium for the matches.
For international level facility, this of course, Thika Stadium, we want to do Roiro, and we want to do Kirigiti. Those ones will be our main core stadiums in Kiambu. Of course, Limuru will be just a feeder one, like for trainings, like you're saying. Additionally, right now, we're renovating one field in each and every ward. We have 60 wards in Kiambu County. So what we realize is that there are many fields that are not standard. We're going there, we're leveling, we're planting grass, we're putting goalposts to ensure that the youth can be able to train at that level. They don't have to come here. So you'll find like here in Thika, there are 4 wards, and we have 4 fields that the youth can be able to use without having to come to Thika Stadium. Looking forward, we want to have some of the best infrastructure, not just for international, but also that the residents can be able to use at the Mashinani level. That's our projection.
Now, budgets are very difficult as we wind up. Budgets are very difficult, especially when you're talking about renovating 60 fields at the ward.
Correct.
Like 5 stadia at the sub-county level and the county level. What budgets are we talking about, and what has been earmarked already to do this work?
Thika Stadium was the last financial year was earmarked 15 million shillings. Kirigiti Stadium we have 55 million. Roiro Stadium we have 30 million. Limuru Stadium we have 10 million currently. The one field per ward we have 60 million. And still that is not enough. Because if you look at like AstroTurf needs almost 35 million just for AstroTurf alone, or for Tartan. Therefore we're still engaging the county assembly to see how we can get more money, because to take to international standards, like I said, for Thika, Roiro and Kirigiti, these stadiums need like 100 or 200 million each.
True.
So, but it also can't be done at once. So that's why we've broken it down over substantial financial years, so that in the next 3 years that goal can be achieved as a county.
Final question. Have you looked at doing private-public partnerships in terms of the government engaging the private sector? Because you see, Brookside sponsors Thika United. Bidco is a company on its own in Thika. There is Del Monte in Thika. Have you looked at engaging these firms so that you've got a 50-50 kind of partnership, and they also benefit from advertising and using the pitch as well?
Yes, we have. This stadium, we have been in discussions with SportsPesa. It's something that is still ongoing to see how they can be able to take over this entire stadium. We've been in discussions with Safaricom for Kirigiti Stadium. We believe because of the historical significance of the stadium, they can be able to earn a lot of mileage by branding and owning the stadium. And we're trying to come up with all the different smaller companies across the county to come on board for the small stadiums. But it doesn't only have to be stadiums. If Bidco would like to sponsor smaller teams from Thika, it's a brilliant opportunity. They get t-shirt branding rights, but at the same time they ensure that this team can be able to pay for their transport. Because let me mention that we're working at FKF, and we pay for all participation and registration fees for all the teams in the Pro V and County League, for all our teams that are in Kiambu County. So we're asking such people to come on board as well. Teams are really suffering because of transport costs. If they can be able to ensure that transport costs are catered for, we'll ensure that our boys and girls are moving forward and we're moving soccer forward. So that's the engagement that we're trying to have with all the sponsors from across Kiambu County.
Wish you all the best in terms of the developments of the pitches.
Thank you. Karibuni Kiambu tena.
Asante sana. Well, Bernard Ndong is on standby on the other side. You know, we speak to the coaches, we speak to the owners of the stadium, we speak to the management, and the most important bit of all this is the players that we talked to. Well, Bernard Ndong is standing by with two very interesting players from Thika United. Over to you, Bernard.
Well, Michael Kinyi, of course, this is a club just like many other clubs in the Kenyan Premier League, has a significant number of foreign players, and we're now joined by two of those players. We have a Nigerian as well as a Cameroonian who play for Thika United, just to get their perspective, their insights as far as playing here in Kenya. And we begin with Tata. He comes from Cameroon. He's been here for about a few months. And just tell us, Tata, why Kenya?
No, for me, for instance, no, this is my career. This is what I have been focused. So if you do a great job, you have to focus. You have to look at any area. So I'm here in Kenya to play the football, and I know it's a good country, unlike all other African countries.
How difficult was it adjusting from playing in West Africa, playing in Cameroon, the style of playing in Cameroon and playing in Kenya?
No, the style in my country. No, I've not been so long in my country to play like the football in my country, but I've been for a while. So the way I studied my football in my country, like we believe on physical fastness and, you know, the experience.
Some would say it's a similar situation as far as Nigeria is concerned. They also play quite a physical game. Chibeze, is it the same for you when you came to Kenya, the culture shock as far as the game is concerned, your style of play against Kenyan style of play?
The way I see Kenya playing, because when I was in Nigeria, I used to watch Kenya Premier League playing, especially Gor Mahia and Tosca. So I used to watch and see the way they are playing. But in Nigerian Premier League, they are faster, and two, it's not any one team can win the league like that, like 3 consecutive times, like Gor Mahia. Like this season now, you can see like Enugu Rangers over that 2 years, they just won the league. Enyimba, who won it last season, they just finished 6th position. But here in Kenya, it just been only Gor Mahia. So I was watching those things, then I say I have to move. They just come out here and give my best and play the football.
So Chibeze, as coming from West Africa, of course, as well as your teammate here, your level of football is slightly elevated. So what advice, what added skills do you bring to Thika United as players who come from a very strong playing football nations?
When I was training with my teammates, they know what I can do until they know my point, until they know the position where I am, where the place they are going to give me ball. They know everything. Like yesterday game, they saw when we are down against Sunny Sugar, but they know what after they giving me the ball on the up, and then I drop it to Eugene. Eugene bring the square play. Then Salim just finish. We just ended 1-1. They know my strong points and all those things, my skills, what I have. So all my teammates, we have been training together. They know what I can do. So when they see me in a good position where I am, they just give me the ball.
They give you the ball, definitely. Tata, you're coming from a different country, you're coming to another country. There's that element of culture shock. How do you cope with it? The language, the food, the climate. How has it been for you these past few months?
For me, for instance, Africa is Africa, so there's not something different. So when you come to the other land, you have to do what they are doing. So for the football in Kenya, it's something like, if you believe what you demand in your life, you achieve. Because actually for the club like Thika United, it's a great club. So and the players there, their experience, and from my own experience too, we can add to do something bigger.
Aside from the football, of course, you eat Kenyan food, you interact with Kenyans. How is it for you? How does it? I'm sure it was a bit difficult at first.
No, before, for instance, it was like it was like a hell for me. But actually, when you study 1, 2, 3 times, you adapt.
What happened?
No, the food that you have not eaten for a long time in your life, and actually you went to test something. You have to check for your body. You felt look and you say, hey, before you start continue.
So I'm guessing, what did you eat that made you first say, give you a moment before you be able to be normalized as far as the food is concerned, the Kenyan food?
No, the Kenyan food, we have a lot of food. They call chapati, mandazi, and they call this one ugali. No, the first food I started was like chapati. So. And most of these Kenyan players, they was encouraging me to tell me it's good. So actually, it make me to adapt it.
So you like the chapati?
I like chapati and one or two food.
Chibeze, for you, of course, somebody say fufu, I think, is also almost similar to ugali for you. So it was a bit easier for you as far as food is concerned?
When I come to this Kenya, when I saw ugali, that is the only thing I can say that is my favorite here, because it just looked like fufu and ugali. But in terms of, apart from ugali, there's nothing else I can just eat. Chapati just being something like a starch, but with time to time I'll just cope up. Because in Nigeria, if you want to go and play match, you can eat fufu, ugali, semovita, a lot of food, what you can eat that is going to give you the strength and the energy to just go inside the pitch and play it very well and hard working and everything. But here, as far as I've just seen ugali, that's my favorite. I just eat and then I just go inside the pitch. I've never eaten another thing apart from ugali since I came to Kenya.
So Tata, perhaps you can also maybe at one point when you invite the rest of your players to your place, do you have plans to make for them some of your own traditional home food?
Yeah, I will. No, anything have its own time, so we will arrange about that. They are like my family too, so anything is possible.
Next time you host them?
Yeah, I have to host them. I have to give them fufu and some jollof rice, to eat and gari, so that they will taste Nigerian food. You see, so I'm just arranging something so that they will send me from Nigeria. Once I get it, even coach, team manager, all the players, I can just be like a party. Then they will just come and enjoy.
Thank you very much. That is Chibeze, a striker as well, and Mr. Tata. These are two foreign players who play for Thika United. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for giving us your insights as far as playing here in Kenya. They just told us that it's been a learning curve so far. They've been here for a few months, but they're still learning. The team is currently 13th as far as the Kenyan Premier League standings are concerned, but they're hopeful and definitely confident that the teams, of course, will go have an upward trend. The trajectory will be much, much more positive for the rest of the season. For now, I link up with Waiga Maura on your end. What do you have there?
Well, it's time now for one of my favorite parts of the show, the Monday Football Challenge. And today we are doing the Pepeta 100 meters. Shortly I'll be explaining to you how we do that exactly. But before that, we've got 3 players from Thika United. I'm told these are the best of the best. Let's get to meet them. Mambo vipi? Naomba ujitambulishe tafadhali.
Naitwa Saad Musa.
Saad Musa. Sasa Saad, nasikia wewe ndio gwiji kwa hiki. Hebu tueleze kidogo utafanya nini hapo, umepanga vipi?
Nataka tu kujuggle nifikie hiyo challenge alafu nirudi tena.
Unaona wako vipi?
Wako sawa.
Umewacknowledge eh?
Haya mbaya.
Lakini kama wako sawa, wewe uko wapi?
Niko sawa zaidi.
Uko sawa zaidi? Wacha tutasikia. Saad hapo, shukran Saad Saad, shukran. Mambo vipi? Jitambulishe tafadhali.
Naitwa Suleiman Ngodo.
Suleiman, uko mtol sana. Hiyo itasaidia leo. Taktiki yako kufika mpaka pale itakuwa vipi?
Nataka kuenjoy tu, kufurahi tu na ball.
Hii kitu si ngumu. Mdogo mdogo. I like that. Wacha tuone vile kutaenda. Alafu hapa kuna msee ashaanza kufanya tizi. Warm down kidogo vipi?
Kidogo lazima uchangamshe misuli kabla ufanye maneno.
Haujahema?
Bado niko.
Jitambulishe watu wajue jina yako.
Naitwa Mzee Salim.
Wewe ni mzee?
Jina tu ndo nani, lakini miaka bado ya kijana.
So leo umepanga vipi? Naona usha warm up. Meaning wewe uko tayari?
Mimi nisha warm up, mimi niko sawa, na ngoja nyindo mtuambie.
Ndio tunakudelay.
Ndio mwanieka tu sasa.
Huyu jamaa na haraka sana. So basically gents, here are the rules. If I may have your attention please. You are to juggle from this point up until where our cameraman is on the other end. Okay? That's roughly give or take 100 meters. But I want to tell you one thing extra. Your hands, put them behind you. If I can have a gentleman, Malik, if you can just come help me demonstrate. I want to demonstrate what we agreed about the hands. Show them, please. Just to ensure everyone's hands are set up properly. We never make this easy. So let's see. Remember, balance is crucial in this. So once you're not able to use your hands, getting balance might be a completely different matter. Now, if the ball drops on the ground, then you are out. And we're looking for the winner, the first person to cross our camera on the other end. So there we go. Banandong will be here with me. We'll also be chatting with him as it continues. Lakini vijana mko tayari? Mko tayari? All right. Without further ado, in 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go. We have Saad there, we have Ngodo, and we have Salim as well. And I can see Salim is properly hopping to get to the finish line. Ngodo is out. Salim it is. And he's coming back as well. He's making it look so easy. Now he's just playing with us. My goodness. Salim. Well done. Hapo sawa. Hebu nieleze, wakati niliwaambia muweke mikono nyuma uliona aje?
Mimi nilikuwa sina shida.
Kwa higa?
Umezoea.
Haukushtuka?
Sikushtuka.
Wacha tusikie Ndonga kuna swali pia.
I'm impressed. I think that was no mean feat, to be honest.
You know, we thought that we would sabotage them by putting their hands behind their backs, and you know that affects balance.
I think he's used to it.
It made him he seemed even more comfortable. Hi.
More than impressive, and I believe Wahiga Maura deserves a recognition.
I believe so as well.
And it's perhaps maybe forgot to give him the rules that if he actually triumphed and actually performed this particular challenge, according to your rules and regulations,
yes,
this would have been his.
That's right.
So 1,000 shillings for you, sir. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Good. Hebu tuelezee kidogo, even as we finish, hii juggling skill yako ulipata ama ni inborn?
Hii ni zetu tangu utotoni. Nilikuwa nikiwa mdogo na zoea kucheza ball. Ndio nimekuwa nayo mpaka sasa hivi, nimezoea.
Hii juggling skill imekusaidia vipi in your time of play pia kwa kiwanja sasa game ikiendelea?
Hii usaidia kwa game kama control ball. Unaweza long ball upigwa, control ball unaweza kutoka opponent. Na one time sometimes hizo ndio unisaidia kwa game.
Niko hapa na Michael Kinya, our sports editor, and he believes he's also very good at juggling. Nadhani nani between the two of you ni mnoma sana? Yeye ndio amesema hawezi mshinda. Lakini jamaa ako poa Mike.
He's good.
He's good.
And I think it's a familiar face. High school ilikuwa wapi? St. George's. You see? You know, these are familiar faces. He played at the age group tournament. That's where I know him from. Yes.
And climbed up.
And he's double-footed. The reason why he's able to do that is because if you're single-footed, Wahiga, on the right, you're very comfortable.
Right
on the left, you struggle a bit. So you slow down on the left, then come back on the right. So if you notice what he was doing, he was able to go on equal footing on left and right.
He actually almost went down. Then it was just simply...
You're showboating. I think you're showboating there.
And it's because he's double-footed, both left and right. Ako equal. Ukimletea ball kwa left, ukimletea kwa right, he can cross with the left and right.
Mike, you're how many? Are you both right? Both
no, my left died. Yangu left ilikufa kidogo. I think it's because I always say if we had the same opportunities right now that they have, back then.
Yes.
You know, back then tulikuwa tunaambiwa wewe utasoma ama utacheza mpira. But if we combined the two, I think we'd have so many players playing outside in Europe. Yep. So that is for your effort. Mimi nakuongeza tao. Tukimaliza tu hapa na kuongeza hiyo tao yako.
Sasa kwa sababu ya peer pressure pia mimi nitakuongezea tao. naona hapa alafu mimi watu wataniuliza huko kwani haona sawa ya kuchangia. So I think that's a bit better. Congratulations.
Na Waiga usimwache, mshike mkono kabisa. Jamaa anaweza kuchezea karata.
Mwanasiasa. Niseme tutatoa hii alafu nipotee.
You know he has a history. Hiyo jina yake ni famous sana kwa politics. So lazima uchunge. You have to be very keen.
Tuko pamoja.
Sawa. Well, guys, I think that's all we had for you from Thika Stadium. It's been an amazing 1 hour. How time flies, I'm telling you. It's been an amazing 1 hour. Next week, we've got a surprise for you. We could be doing a double Monday football. What do I mean by that? Stay tuned for next week and you will see what we mean by double Monday football. It's going to be exciting.
Absolutely, indeed. It was a pleasure being here at the Thika Stadium and interacting with Thika United. Of course, they are 13th currently in the log. Hopeful that perhaps their trajectory will go better. They will be performing better as the season progresses. But indeed, it was fun being here in Thika.
Right, and of course on behalf of the whole technical team here, all the cameramen, the technical crew, our director Robert, Christine A.K. Lupita back at the communication center, and everyone who makes this show happen. And of course you the fans as well, we say asante sana. God bless. Kwaheri.